Hey everybody, Lee Martin again with a little bit of AI inspiration. In this example, I'm thinking a lot about merch photos. So basically, like photos for a merch store or social media posts about merch that include a model and a product, um, and how AI can be used to maybe generate those at scale. Now, in full disclosure, like I don't think AI should be used to replace models or merchandising, but I am using this as an example to at least see what it's capable of doing at the moment. So I don't know if you saw, but Google released something called Nano Banana, AI image generator recently, and it's decent at dealing with products like t-shirts and hats and swapping them on models. So I wanted to bring a little bit of that logic into an AI agent and see if it can't create some of this imagery at scale. So this AI model is pretty basic. It has a table of products, a table of models, and a create image call, basically calling that Nano Banana API. The products table is pretty simple. Name of the product. Oh, and I'm using Tame Impala's product imagery without permission, just for fun. This is just educational purposes. Um, the category of the product, t-shirt, hat, the front image, and if it exists, the back image. So this is an example of one of their products. Again, this is kind of like a mock-up of a product, which typically happens because the artist hasn't produced this product yet. So they have to mock it up. It's kind of pre-order. Here's an example of a hat. And then for the models, I just found a couple of free model photos on Unsplash. Uh, and I also included a photo of myself. I thought that only fair since we're using AI. And I also decided to say which products are featured. So the back of a t-shirt versus the front of a t-shirt, the front of a hat versus the back of a hat, just to help the AI along a little bit. So it's not putting like the back of a t-shirt design on the front of a t-shirt, etc. Here's an example of like one of those model photos with the back of a t-shirt represented. And here's that photo of me with my sick coquetry shirt. So back on the AI model, let's just speak quickly to it. Do you have a photo of Lee Martin? And while I love watching this AI agent run, I think it's going to be more helpful if we see the chat actually. So I'm just going to zoom out of that. So here's that photo of me. Let's see if I can change the t-shirt on this photo. Can you change the t-shirt? And I didn't practice this, so we're just going to throw it at it and see what it does. So you can see it read from the models in the products database, and then it called the create image API, which takes a couple of seconds to run, and we'll see what it responds with. Not good. Let's see what it actually sent to create image real quick. So it did send the correct image, the front t-shirt design, but it didn't reply with a success. I just want to see if the output matches. I think it's actually being a little too verbose on the prompt. So you're going to see a little bit of coding, but I'm going to go in and change something I changed recently to the system prompt and tell it I was trying to prevent it from changing the color, but I'm worried that that became too strict. So I'm just going to click this little arrow and see if this helps at all. This is going to send the message through to the API again. I'm also worried that I said the word design and it could be misinterpreting that. Well, that worked that time. So this is an example of what one of these products might look like. Generally, it looks okay to me. Kind of looks like a fake t-shirt on a real model a bit. but not as bad as like some of the AI product image generation we've seen in the past. So let's go ahead and clear this session and see if we can generate more. I'm going to ask it to generate photos of all the models. So I asked it to please generate new photos of all of the models using all of the products available, and we'll get a good idea of what it's capable of, I think. So it went to the database, the models database and the products database, and then it looked like it sent 4 create image requests. I kind of wish it would have sent more create image requests, but this is a little DIY, strung together at the moment. But we'll see what it comes back with. Probably 1 for each model if I have to guess. So here's an example of the model wearing the logo t-shirt, and that is the back design, so that's pretty successful. Here's an example of the model that had both a hat and a t-shirt. Both of these got swapped. That's pretty nice. And here's an example of the logo t-shirt. Now, I'm not sure if it added a little something there in the design on the shirt or if that's just the glare of the original model photo. Now, look at this. This is a big failure. It looks like it brought some aesthetic from the photos and swapped out the color of my shirt. Again, it's very strange to see AI hallucinate, especially when it comes to image generation. But for the sake of this demo, let's just try one more time. Generate model, generate new images. I think the other one is called loser t-shirt. So the other design was like a white design that said the word loser and had an image on it. Let's see if we can generate some new images using that design. So again, 4 images being generated right now. Waiting patiently. Okay, so here's the loser t-shirt, but even though I told the AI what to do about this, it still used the front of the t-shirt as the back design of this model, so that would not work. We would need to tune that prompt up a little bit more. This is right on the t-shirt. It looks like it did not change the hat. He was wearing a white hat, so that's a good thing. I would call this a success, though look at the design closely. This is a pretty nice success. White t-shirt on this model. And then for me, again, it's kind of having trouble. It looks like it's half my Cocodrie shirt and half the Tame Impala loser shirt. So again, tweaking that AI prompt to better handle these kind of use cases. Things I would say is like make sure that the old design is gone and the new design is replaced. Don't change the colors, this kind of stuff. But anyway, just another little idea. If you like this, let me know. And please poke at the problems with this because, I mean, I also like seeing that the AI doesn't accomplish the job perfectly at the moment. It makes me feel a little bit better too about a great many things. Thanks again for listening.